What's good, y'all? It's your boy P.O. back with another one. And today, as you can see, we watching some soft white underbelly. Make sure y'all go like and subscribe to them. This video is called Fentanyl Addicted Couple, Erin and Matthew. And I found this page off of DJ Ghost because he reacts to them a lot because they interview like different people in like different occupations or like different type of lifestyles, like pimps, strippers, drug dealers, and things of that nature. And this video is a fentanyl addicted couple. So we finna see what that is. We finna see what that's on. We finna see, bro. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, get your snack and enjoy. Let's get straight into it.
All right. Erin and Matthew.
They look more regular than I thought they would. I just had
Erin
to say
and Matthew,
that.
where are you guys from?
Palos Verdes.
I'm from Lakewood.
Which is not too far away from Palos Verdes.
No, not at all. Yeah, suburbs.
You guys are married?
Yes.
How long have you been married?
14 years. We met in rehab 14 years ago.
Oh, you met in rehab?
Yes.
Okay, he looks like a little bit more healthy than her, though.
We were sober the first 6 years of our relationship, and we actually owned and operated several sober living homes for 6 years. The company's name was New Choices Recovery Centers, Inc., and we were doing wonderful. Unfortunately, the throes of addiction are extremely powerful, and it sucked us back in, and we've been struggling to get back on top for the past, 8 years.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
You were clean for 6 years, everything was going fine?
Yeah, we had kids, houses, cars, everything. Perfect.
Whoa.
You know?
So fentanyl really just destroyed their lives, bro. It destroyed their lives once. They got to rehab. They built themselves back up over 6 years and fell back down again. Wow. They had a business, bro.
And I started using a medication to stay awake, ADHD medication, Adderall, and Adderall led back to methamphetamines, and I introduced Erin to that drug, and she unfortunately took to it. And,
Dang, that's funny.
Then we started
Wow.
using heroin, and heroin led to fentanyl, and fentanyl has been the worst decision ever for any person to make, is to get on that drug. So
It's a terrible drug.
yeah, it is.
What were you guys using before you went to rehab and before you met?
I was alcoholic. I still consider myself an alcoholic. Yeah, pretty bad, nasty drunk. And then I went to rehab because my family was fed up, and I went to rehab in Long Beach, and then
They talk really fast. Long Beach, is that Florida?
as many rehabs do, once they find out you have half a brain, they have you start working there. So I started working there like 2 weeks in or something like that. But I managed to stay clean, and then he came. A few months after I was there, and he got a job there. He'd already done his stint in rehab, and he was doing really well, clean. He was clean longer than I was.
She has not
But
stopped
we met,
moving.
and then we kind of like the place we were at. The owner was tapping out, like he didn't want to do it anymore. So we took over, and then we turned into sober livings, and we were really successful at it.
Yeah, I was on Adderall before. I hadn't really used any hard drug until like way late in my life, like almost in my 30s.
Me too.
For that,
You hadn't used drugs until...
not anything other than marijuana, alcohol, and Adderall.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And went to
Wow.
went to Loyola High School, Loyola Marymount. I have a master's in biology. So this drug and this.
What? What? This guy has a master's in biology, bro. You know how much you could do with a bachelor's of science in biology, bro? This guy has a master's in it.
Marymount. I have a master's in biology. So this drug and the drugs do not discriminate based on who you are. That's for sure.
That's an unusual story.
Yeah, it is, right. Yeah.
And you have how many kids?
3. My brother has them now. My brother Rob's an attorney, and he's been nice enough to take them, and
W.
How old are you guys?
Rob.
I'm 44.
43. I'll be 44 in about 2 weeks.
44 and 44 basically, so 30. So over the course of 14 years, bro, their life got like ruined by fentanyl, bro. Oh my gosh, this is crazy to me, bro. The master's in biology part is blowing me.
Yeah. So we're trying to get back to it, trying to establish housing, and work on the housing component, and then work on the sobriety component too.
Housing would help, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It stabilizes your life a little
Absolutely. So we actually have an appointment set up with the outreach specialist for housing after this.
bit. What do you think, like, the people watching this that are not involved in these kind of drugs, what do they not understand about addiction?
It's not a moral issue. It's not a choice. I mean, it's a choice in the fact that I choose to pick up the first time, but after that, my choice is gone. All my choices are gone. Once I decided to use drug, drink, whatever, my choice goes away.
It seems like for some people, whether it's a bottle or a needle or a pipe, it just takes hold and never lets go.
Pretty much, yeah.
Absolutely. They say 1 is too many, 1,000 is never enough.
That's true.
Were there addiction problems in your families?
In mine, yeah. My dad, he passed away when I was 21. He was a methamphetamine user and garbage pail, really, but him and my parents divorced because of it. My mom is totally normal. I have a sister.
Totally normal.
I'm not going to comment on her things, but yeah, there's definitely addiction problems in my family. Yeah.
Mine, not really. Not in my immediate family. I'd say like I have like a family that aunts, uncles, cousins that may have addiction, but immediate family members, no. Well, I have my sister, but I'm not gonna comment on her either. But yeah, she too struggles with addiction. And there's 7 kids in my family, and out of the 7, there's 2 of us that have major addiction issues.
What are the emotions you go through living this life?
Every single one of them: anger, hate, joy,
Shame's going to be a big...
shame, instant gratification. But at least I have Erin to fall back on.
Is it easier or harder having a partner?
Easier.
Is it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And people, they're surprised when they find out how long
At
we've
least
been
they
together.
have
And I
each
just say,
other,
well,
bro.
we meant sobriety.
Yeah.
That's probably why. Because we know we like the real. I like the real Matt. I know the real Matt. He knows the real me. And but it's a lot easier when you're sober too. Our relationship is a lot easier.
Bro, at least they're
Yeah.
together,
Much
bro.
simpler.
Yeah.
That must help them out like way more, bro. Where this is blowing me. This is crazy.
Life was better when you were clean?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And we're gonna get back there.
I think we're finally at a point now that we're both on the same page with it.
What does it take to get there?
For me, honestly, like I have to go to jail to dry out. I spent basically the whole year in jail. I missed my dad's funeral. I missed a lot of different things. So I need to dry out there and then, get to a rehab program. Yeah.
Dang.
So we'll do it together.
What's been your lowest point?
Honestly, this whole year's been really bad. It's been the worst it could possibly be.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now.
We were fortunate enough we've been homeless for about.
Like, he just smiled with a frown on his face, bro. Like, this guy's life is miserable, bro. This is so sad, bro.
Yeah, right now.
We were fortunate enough we've been homeless for about
Wow.
almost a year now, and I never thought in a million years I'd end up on Skid Row, like, ever, and it's
Yeah.
been,
Hey, is
it's
that
been the
this
lowest point for me
channel?
too. It was, not having my children when the kids went, that was really low too. It was
How old are the kids?
11, 8, and 6. Actually, sorry, the 6-year-old just turned 7. So,
Do you have kids before you guys met?
no, we have kids together.
We kids
Together.
together. All
Together.
Yeah. All 3 of our kids are together. But we were sober. Yeah.
That's got to be tough.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah. It's
Do you,
tough.
do you see your children?
No, not right now.
That's not by our choosing either. You know.
Yeah. My brother, the family member who has them, he's basically requiring it. Like, we be completely sober for at least a year, which, in some ways, I understand. The logical person in me just understands that.
Do you believe in the tough love that you'll get? Like maybe you'll get.
I think to some degree it works for a little bit, but when it comes down to it, you have to have someone that understands harm reduction, and
It's a fine line between
yeah,
kindness, which turns into enabling, and then tough love, which turns into just like kicking somebody to the curb.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Aaron's mom was more the tough love, and my parents were definitely the enablers.
I don't know. Tough love to me, it's like no love. You know.
More conditional love.
Yeah. Conditional love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely conditional love.
But even those that are proponents of kindness and what can be considered enabling, even they get frustrated sometimes and just throw up their hands.
My fault, I'm not talking much in this video, man. I'm just trying to really understand them, you know?
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
say,
Yeah,
what the
there's
fuck?
many times my dad and mom were just like, "You two, what's wrong with you two? Get it together." Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's hard when it's somebody you care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
They also don't understand. You know. They don't understand.
Because no one would choose logically to just
Not see
to
their
destroy their
kids,
life.
yeah.
Like, no one would.
Not see their kids lose their business, lose their home, lose. You know. I mean, like you have to be insane.
Yeah, you both
know?
you both seem like upstanding citizens.
Right.
That, like,
Yeah.
I can imagine what you were like before this happened.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully we get back to it.
What kind of things would help? I mean, the housing we talked about.
Housing.
Jail time would help, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. For,
But then again, you know, you're back. You were in jail for a year, and you're
Yeah.
back here.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Is it something just in your DNA?
I believe so. Absolutely.
It wasn't some trauma that you're trying to escape from?
I have no trauma in my life. I always tell my parents, like, you guys did everything perfect.
Well, so tell me about your childhood.
I grew up in Palos Verdes. I went to Catholic high school, Catholic grammar school. Played sports. Was president of the school. Everything.
Wow.
That you do right. Went to Loyola High School in downtown Los Angeles. All boys prep school. Went to Loyola Marymount University. Got a degree in political science. Went back and got a second degree in biology. And did everything right. So,
And this still happened.
it still happens. Yeah.
But not till you were 30.
Much later in life. Yeah. I think I always had the addictive
My fault,
tendencies.
y'all.
You know.
You had problems with drinking when you were young?
Yeah, and drinking, smoking weed, Adderall. Adderall I had a huge problem with, which, I mean, I don't know if you know what Adderall is. Adderall is a combination of two amphetamines, and they hand it out like candy for people with ADHD.
I've heard.
he has ADHD.
And I have ADHD.
For sure, he's a real one with that.
Yeah. So,
Ooh.
yeah, I had nothing in my life that should have led me to this life. Nothing happened, no trauma, nothing at all. Yeah.
And Erin?
No, I mean, my parents divorced when I was young, but that was a little traumatic. But like, I guess when I started drinking it really heavily after my dad died, because I felt like we were close when I was young, and then we moved away, and he was an addict, and my mom wouldn't let my sister and I, spend that much time with him, and it was really hard when he died because it was like that final thing, like I'm never gonna get to be close with him again, and I think that was like the catalyst for the drinking. And
My
then
fault, y'all. I'm paying attention.
went to rehab. I had a couple like
Somebody called me.
slips where I went back and drank, but I never gone back to it like I did before. But the drugs, I don't know. I think I'm just replacing it. Like if I didn't have drugs, I'd probably be drinking. But I can't. I mean, I wouldn't say I had a traumatic life. I mean, I know people who have had horrific childhoods, and mine was not horrific.
Facts.
Like I had
Man, look at this, man. Even looking at their lives right now, bro. Wait, hold on. They said childhoods.
mom. That was a little tough, but it's what I knew. She wasn't abusive. She wasn't neglectful, anything like
But
that.
now, though, like, even with the life they're living right now, they can still, like, see, like, there's still people who have been in worse situations than them, bro. So, like, it just really makes you think. Like, you need to like start looking at your life and just appreciating what you have for real, bro. You feel me? Cause look at them right now, and they're still appreciative in a way that their lives weren't as bad as other people's while they were growing up. You feel me? So if they could do that while they're homeless, drug addicts, you could do that watching me in your house with your phone right now.
That.
Or your
My sister and I
iPad or
left her
your
on devices a little
laptop.
bit, because she was busy, but
You feel
I
me?
wasn't the kid that was sneaking in the liquor cabinet or anything like that. I was a good kid. I was valedictorian in my high school, homecoming queen, all that. So, you know, this shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't happen to me either. But I think there's like definitely a genetic thing, because
As an outsider, you look at this and like, well, just make the right decision. And
right,
Right,
exactly.
yeah.
And it's like, God, I wish I could,
Yeah.
But I know I can't because I've done it before. But also, we're on a drug that's very physically addictive. So it's like when you don't have it, you get sick, and it's not like a little. It's like you get
Wow.
really sick, and
It gets
It's
you
everywhere now.
sick when you don't
yeah,
have
you
it.
get.
As you get.
Did you guys OD?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have.
I have to.
Yeah. She had to bring me back off Narcan twice. I've had to bring her back twice, I think, or 3 times.
Where do you guys live?
We were living in San Pedro, and now we live, in Los Angeles, downtown Los Angeles.
You have a tent?
Yeah, nothing stable. We're hoping to get into the housing program through
Impact.
Impact outreach.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
got to be hard.
Hopefully
sometimes
they
just
could get
sitting
that
there alone
housing, bro.
in your tent and just look
For
at each other
real.
like, what the?
Like, what
yeah.
the f-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. It's so dangerous too. Like.
Yeah, especially for a woman, I mean, like, there's all sorts of, like,
Yeah. Women
that-
getting snatched up, and I don't go anywhere alone. Not anyway.
no,
It's
like,
hard-
Girls
it's hard.
stereotype.
It's got to be difficult when the general public is basically looking down on you like you're a parasite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
really hard because I'm thinking, well, I used to beat you, like not, like it's hard. To be looked at like you're a piece of shit is really tough. I like to think I don't care what people think, but I do.
I don't care so much, but I do, but I don't. I just know what I want to do for myself, and at this point, the only thing I can do is try and fix me. I mean, and we can fix each other, and or try and fix each other, and then fix our family. Yeah.
What,
Hey man,
What would you do
hopefully it
for
works
work?
out
What do
for
you think?
them, bro. For real.
what you were doing before you?
I owned a business that was real successful, a sober living business and the treatment center business, and I know everything there is to know about that business and how to get licensed, how to get contracts, how to do all that. So that would be an easy thing for me to step back into.
He still has active
And I
contracts.
still have active contracts with my business that I never actually closed down with the County of Los Angeles. So
Is it better to be still helping people from that lifestyle, or
Yes.
is it better to
I think
keep yourself away from it?
that is a really good question. I don't know. That's tough because there's benefits to on both ends. You know what I mean?
There's just parts of that led you back to using, like
Right.
using Adderall again to stay awake because we were busy, and he just.
It's a 24/7
And then
business.
he had high anxiety, so he started taking benzodiazepines. And there's something about his DNA that he cannot take those. He goes nuts. He's a monster on him, And he started. So it's like
Wow.
I think both of us just need to figure
It
figure
shows how
out better coping
different
mechanisms
everybody
for
is,
sure.
bro.
Yeah.
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 Your family what's their attitude now?
My family will be there supportive. My mom is still there supportive. I have certain siblings that are supportive, certain that aren't. But I believe that in time, that if I was doing well continuously for maybe a year, I could talk to all of them, and things would be okay. Would be okay. Yeah, I do. Yeah. My dad passed away, but he was very supportive also.
Yeah, he was Matt's biggest fan, biggest advocate.
That'd
They
be
were really close.
pops, man.
We were actually his caretaker 14 months prior to his death, and we were using, and we were able to do that.
Where was the
How do
rest
you
of the
support
family?
yourselves?
General relief, boosting. My mom has some. My mom helps me out sometimes. Yeah.
But for you, at this age, to be living on the street stealing
It's-
Crazy.
it's-
Insane.
is insane, right?
Insanity.
To be living on the street stealing.
Sometimes. My mom has some. My mom helps me out sometimes. Yeah.
But for you, at this age, to be living on the street stealing
Crazy. Insane.
is
He
insane,
has
right?
to steal.
Insanity.
Did he already say that,
Yeah,
or did I just miss
absolutely.
that, or what?
Yeah. I don't want this life, that's for sure.
Dang.
Yeah.
And your possessions are pretty much what you're looking at right here.
Pretty much, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's it.
You don't need to, honestly, like, what do you need it for? It's just going to be stolen.
Yeah.
You know? And I prefer to keep things, keep under the radar and not to have people think I have stuff.
He's like that when he's sober too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What do you think outsiders don't understand about this situation?
It's just, you know.
How is the sickness though when you don't have it? Like, are you throwing up? Are you like coughing? Like, what is the sickness? Like, how do you?
It's like, like I said before, does not discriminate. I don't.
Yeah, outsiders. I mean, hopefully they'll see that, you know, that not everybody is.
You can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I wanted
Really,
to say.
you can't. Yeah, looks are deceiving. You can't judge a book. You know, you can't.
Don't judge a book by its cover, man.
And we want to get better.
This
so,
guy is
you know,
smarter than
Not
you.
everybody that
Yeah.
He's
is
just making
using
dumb
drugs.
decisions.
Actually, most people that I know that are on drugs or you know, they want to get better. They don't want to. They don't. I've never heard a junkie say. I've never been sober and said, God, I wish I would have gotten fucked up last night.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
you know, I've never said that, and I don't. And most people I know are the same way. You know, but they're just stuck. They don't know what to do.
Bro.
Right.
Nah,
You know,
it's
they don't know where to
crazy,
start.
bro.
Or like the choices sometimes are like not, you know, not the best. Like, you know, the things, resources available to us are not, you know, not the greatest. Not yeah, and we're not drug addicts and alcoholics are not very like compromising people anyway.
No.
You know, we want it now, instant gratification, and it's just, yeah.
Have you had bad things happen to you on the streets?
Honestly, are you?
Not like other people have.
Yeah.
We've been very lucky. Like,
Very
I think
lucky.
because we're together. You
Yeah.
know,
A lot of times, that's why I.
been robbed. But
Yeah,
that's
I
about
was
it. I've
gonna
never
say,
been
they
raped
probably
or
been robbed. Nothing else, though.
you know, kidnapped or beaten up or anything like that. Like miraculously, because most people have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're fortunate in that regard, absolutely. And we'd like to get out of it before something like that happens. You know?
Let me ask you one more question. What would you guys say is the most important lesson you've learned in your lives?
Don't pick up fentanyl. Seriously.
Don't take things for granted.
Would you say the same thing about meth?
Yeah, I said the same thing about meth too. Absolutely. Meth is a very certain people. It didn't affect me the way, maybe because I have ADHD, it didn't affect me the way it affects other people. But yeah, there's people that lose their mind and lose their shit on meth too.
Would you say the same thing about ADHD medication?
Yeah, I would too. Absolutely. I don't know. Way overprescribed.
Would you say the same thing about pot and alcohol?
Alcohol, I can't speak to. I never really liked.
I think alcohol's the worst drug there is.
Wow. I like this page. This is my first video watching them. Wow, man. I hope y'all like this video, bro. This just shows you, man, don't judge a book by its cover, bro. Make smart decisions. Don't do drugs, man. And of course, go watch some more videos on my channel. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy P.O. I'm gone.